because this has happened every single time. Anyway, that's a little bit of a ramble here before the actual stream gets started. So, what are we going to do today? So, it says new year, new specs, etc., etc. That's kind of the idea here. So, I'm going to jump in and just start doing some little world quests on my warrior. I got some stuff I want to talk about, and then we're going to move into some other things here. And, yeah, we got patch 8.3 coming out next week, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday of next week. Patch 8.3 is dropping. There's a lot of stuff going on next week. It's actually kind of insane. So Tuesday is, at least for me, right? For my nerdiness, there's a lot going on next week. So Tuesday, there's the patch for World of Warcraft 8.3 drops. A new character comes out for Slay the Spire, which is a game I've played a ridiculous amount. So that also drops like same day. And then on Wednesday, I have a special stream I'm going to be doing there as well. All right. I disabled a bunch of my add-ons because I was working on a different guide that ended up not working out. You know, I had started to work on the Weakars guide, and part of the way into it, I realized I couldn't do all the things that I wanted to do in order to put examples up on the screen for everyone to see, and so I had to start over. So that was fun. All right, let's go ahead and click pawn in on there. It should be good. I don't know why it's giving me the error. Like, I don't have favorite mounts, but we'll check it out. I got more characters than you do. Yeah. And this is one of 2 WoW accounts. Although I guess the other one's not that impressive anymore, because the other one's my original one, and I think the highest level characters on it are like level 80 or something, because I started this account in Cataclysm. Yeah. New Azerite power. Good for me. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to jump in and do some world quests kind of in the background here, so there's some gameplay going on. I'm still trying to farm up rep for the Voldenai so that I can... It's not because I want to play as a Volpera, even though they do look pretty cool. It's because I want that hyena mount. So I'm still trying to... I hate farming rep. I hate it. But I'm doing it because I want that hyena. And it also just so happens to line up with an allied race that's coming out. So that just all kind of works together pretty well for me. So we'll go farm up some stuff here. I did decide I was going to make a Volpera when they come out. I want to roll my Hunter as a Volpera. And the reason that I decided I wanted to do this is pretty nerdy in itself. I was like, do I really want to roll a Voldenai or a Volpera? I don't know. Do I want to make one of these little fox people? Like, I generally don't care about the little classes. I'm not really into like the animal class people either. Although I guess I do have a Worgen. Actually, I have a bunch of Worgens because I think they're one of the cooler races that the Alliance has access to. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I got into Wowhead and I started messing around with the character customization for the Volpera, and I realized, I was like, wait a second. I can make a Volpera that looks like Robin Hood from the Disney movies. And I love the Robin Hood Disney movie. And I was like, okay, that's it. Done. I'm doing it. And obviously, the class that I have to make into a Volpera to match the whole Robin Hood thing is Hunter, right? So I can use the bow and arrow. So that's something I'm definitely going to be doing as soon as I can. It's going to take me a little while to farm up the rep still. I'm not going to have it by the time 8.3 comes out, but I should have it at some point. And yeah, I'll be making a Robin Hood character. So that's weird. To me, it's like most of my characters I create on World of Warcraft, they're not based off anything. I just make what I think looks cool, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that lines up with something that I already think is pretty cool. So let's do it. So I'm probably going to put out a video. Actually, I was thinking about putting out a video next week talking about the WoW patch cycles and just kind of how I normally play them. Because I realized that I do have a pattern to how I normally play WoW patch cycles. Let's see. Veil Flutterfly collected. But I think instead I'm going to try to come out with like a quick guide to what you need to do in patch 8.3. I'm not... This is not... Alright. How do I collect these butterflies? It's just telling me to attack them. I don't want to attack them. Am I missing an item? I've literally never done this quest. And I'm actually probably just not going to bother with it. We'll go over here. So instead of putting out a video about the patch cycles and how they play them, I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit here on this stream. Just to kind of give you an idea of how I normally play World of Warcraft. Because I realized there was a pattern. So I like to play a ton of characters. Like you said, I got more characters than you do. Yep. That's just because I play every single class. And I try to play every single spec to some degree. Although there are ones that I play a lot more often than others. And that's something we'll talk about here in a little bit. Title of the stream is New Specs. Just the chill WoW stream I was needing about now. That's, you know, that's my stream. 100%. Chill. Let's nerd out. Talk about World of Warcraft. So, basically, I play a lot of classes all the time in World of Warcraft. And I get less interested in playing World of Warcraft when I feel like I can't do that. Right? Because I get bored. I've probably for Burning Crusade, for Classic and Burning Crusade, those were the main expansions where I played and I was someone who had a main character, right? Outside of those two expansions, I just got into doing stuff with alts, constantly playing multiple classes, multiple characters. Even in Classic, I still had like, I don't know, 3 or 4 alts. I didn't have 11 alts, but that's just the kind of player that I've been since Wrath of the Lich King, pretty much. Is I've always wanted to play a bunch of characters. And so something happens with the WoW patch cycle. It's at least been happening since Legion. It's probably been happening since before then, where we have the cycle of the 0.0, 0.1, 0.2, and the 0.3 patch. So what happens with me is a new expansion comes out. I'm really excited. I'm hyped up. There are new changes to the class mechanics. There are new abilities. Most of the time. I'm looking at you, BFA. There are new abilities. There are new things to check out. There's a new world to explore, new enemies to fight, all that kind of good stuff. Obviously, expansion coming out is a super exciting time for World of Warcraft. So I'm pumped up. I play. I get in. I level all the classes. Most of the classes to max level. I think the only one I don't have at 120 right now is Priest, and that's just because I've been, I don't know. After grinding 11 classes through BFA's leveling, I kind of was over it. So yeah, it's obviously an exciting time in World of Warcraft. And then we get the 0.1 patch, okay? And the 0.1 patch usually contains mechanics that are focused around a singular main character, right? Trying to keep up with those mechanics on multiple alts is kind of a pain in the butt, right? So it means that in order to make progress, you need to be focused on 1, 2, maybe 3 characters if you're a really hardcore player, right? And I'm usually focused on 8, like 8 or so. Like I level all of them, but I'm normally focused on about 8. So, patch 8.1 or 7.1 or 6.1 or whatever comes around and they're like, hey, here's all the ways you can dive deep, and here are these systems, and they're really deep and complex, and they take a ton of grinding, so good luck doing them on multiple characters. And that is when I start to lose interest in playing the game. Because I think to myself, hey, now I have to settle down. I have to pick one class to focus on, one character. I'm looking at these rep grinds and, you know, all this stuff again. And I don't like doing that. So, 8.1 comes along. I might dabble in it. You know, the 0.1 patch comes along. I might dabble in it. I might check it out. I might take a look at it. And that's it. So then 8.2 or the 0.2 patch comes along. And it's the same thing as 0.1, where they're like, hey, here's more systems. Here's more things that you do. Here's more rep grinding. Here's more artifact power grinding. You know, just grind. And if you're trying to do this on a single character, good luck. And so the same thing happens to me. I look at the content. I might mess with it a little bit. I'll get into it and I'll go, okay, yeah, I get it. And then I'm bored. I don't want to pick one character. I don't want to grind that much. So I just don't play as much. But here's the redeeming factor. The redeeming factor is the 0.3 patch. And that's what we're about to hit in Battle for Azeroth, is the 0.3 patch. And here's why the 0.3 patch kind of redeems the rest of the patches for me, for my playstyle, is because the 0.3 patch is the patch that normally brings all of the alt catch-up mechanisms, right? It's the one that generally brings, like, the bind on account gear token stuff that you can get. So, you know, you can basically take your most powerful character, you can run through all this content, and while you're doing it, you get gear for your alts, and you can gear up your alts that way. Or they drastically reduce the grind that's required to access the systems in the expansion. And so when they do that, it's like, hey, it's okay to play alts again. And so normally what happens is I come back for whatever the 0.3 patch is, and I'm excited again because I have something to work towards. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All these mechanics are in. The grind's reduced. Okay, I need to get this alt to this item level. I need to get, you know, this done on every single character. I'm gearing up and prepping so that when the next expansion comes out, I don't immediately run into a situation where I'm super undergeared and I have to, you know, struggle really hard during the first couple of levels. So the 0.3 patch for me is always like the other big part of World of Warcraft that I play a lot. It's exactly what happened to me in Legion. I came in for the start of Legion. I played the crap out of Legion, but I was done before the 0.1 patch came out. And I kind of like came back for both patches, didn't really pay too much attention. I was, you know, kind of doing my own thing. The 0.2 patch came out. I didn't pay attention to that at all. And then 0.3 came out, and they introduced all the catch-up mechanics with the different gear tokens you could get on Argus and all that kind of stuff. And I came back and I was like, okay, every single character is getting to level 290 or whatever for their item level. Every single character I have. I'm going to do this. I'm going to unlock these things. I'm going to farm gold, you know, so I have gold for the expansion. So, even though I think that as a whole, Battle for Azeroth has been a less interesting expansion for me than past expansions have been, I'm really hopeful that the 0.3 patch for Battle for Azeroth, 8.3, is gonna be a patch that is able to suck me back in and get me grinding on these alts again and getting those gear tokens and trying to, you know, hit a certain item level on all my characters and all that kind of good stuff as we move into Shadowlands. So that was a mouthful. That was a bunch of stuff. But I'm interested to see if when you think about it, like, do you do anything similar to that? where, you know, you have those particular patches that are designed a particular way that you either play more or you play less because of the way they're designed. Because I was just sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, man, why do I think 8.3 is going to be any different than 8.1 or 8.2? Because neither one of those was able to grab me and hold my interest. And when I started thinking about it, that's when I was like, hey, oh, because they're going to have all those catch-up mechanics and all these things that you can do on your alts. So, if you didn't know, 8.3 is going to have some catch-up mechanics for your alts. There's going to be some bind on account gear that you're going to be able to get. And that's going to allow you to gear up some of your alt characters on your main characters and kind of play catch-up a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to that quite a bit, especially considering I have a lot more guides that I need to make. And considering the fact that I want to make those guides and I want to be more involved in the game as we move towards Shadowlands, because I'm hoping that with Shadowlands coming out, I'll be able to, you know, grow the channel a significant amount with the release of Shadowlands and putting out, you know, more guides and, you know, updated new tanking guides and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, if you have any similar experience to that, like, let me know. I would love to know if that's the case for you. So thinking about patch 8.3 and thinking about 8.3 and thinking about, you know, playing BFA until Shadowlands comes out, and like, you know, how am I going to get myself to play that much content? All that kind of stuff. I was like, what are some ways that I can shake things up, I can change things up, and kind of reinvent the game for myself and make things a little more interesting? And that is where the new specs comes in for in the stream title here. So what I'm planning to do for the rest of BFA is I'm going to be playing the specs that I don't normally play on each class. So in the case of Warrior, you can see I'm playing Arms Warrior because this was kind of the least interesting arms spec to me when BFA started, and so I haven't played it very much. I've played a heck of a lot of Prot Warrior, and I leveled as Fury. So Arms hasn't gotten a lot of time, a lot of attention from me this expansion. And so I decided that I would try to change things up by playing the specializations that never do get a lot of attention from me. And for some classes, I actually do kind of spread the love around for some classes, and I kind of alternate between the different specs pretty frequently. But for other classes, there are specs that I just don't play very often. One of those is for Death Knight. I play Blood a lot for Death Knight, and I don't play Unholy very often. I play Frost when I want a DPS. I play Blood when I want a tank, or just in general, because I like Blood quite a lot. But I almost never play Unholy. And Unholy is a specialization that, it's not that I dislike it, it just kind of, it's not the normal kind of playstyle that I jump into, especially for melee characters. I like to go in and I just like to start hitting stuff really hard and doing big crits. And Unholy, while they do wield like a two-hander and stuff like that, they have a lot of dot mechanics. They have pet mechanics, which I've never really been crazy about. But they're still a pretty cool spec. I just haven't played them very often. So my plan for the rest of BFA is to basically say, hey, you know what? I'm going to play Unholy. I'm going to play Unholy for the rest of the expansion. I'm going to practice it. I'm going to get good at it. And I'm basically just going to change it up. With Warrior, like I said, I'm playing Arms. Although I don't know if I'm going to play Arms the entire rest of the expansion on Warrior. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I do want to have kind of a main character that I'm able to run some dungeons and stuff like that with. And Warrior so far has kind of been my favorite class of the expansion, the one I've been able to play pretty consistently when I do actually get the chance to play. And so I think I may end up going back to Prot on my Warrior just so I can do dungeons and stuff like that really easily instead of trying to fight DPS queues to get in there. Alright, we're 86%. So if we think about the other plate classes, right? So Warrior, I'm going to be trying Arms and Prot, probably. Death Knight, I'm going to be trying Unholy. For Paladin, I'm actually going to go full Holy Paladin. I play Prot a lot. Like, my number one played specialization for Paladin is definitely Prot Paladin. But I'm going to be playing Holy. I actually like Holy quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to getting the chance to play Holy a little bit more. I have a Holy talent build that I like quite a bit, where you kind of do a lot of melee healing instead of doing the kind of traditional cast from afar heals. And I've used that in some dungeon runs and stuff before, and I want to kind of take that even further. Let's see. Need to go up to the refuge. You know what? I should have gone to the Darkmoon Faire first. By the way, if you're on the stream and you want to see a different class or a different specialization played, just let me know in the chat. Chime in the chat. I'll switch gears. My streaming style, if you don't know, is I basically try to get on here with something that I want to talk about and talk about that unless chat is talking. And if chat is talking and they've got a lot to say, then I would much rather interact with chat. But I like to have something that I can talk about. That way people watching the VODs later can kind of get, you know, some opinion pieces and stuff. I like to build them into my stream instead of like doing individual videos about them. But that being said, usually, you know, 9 out of 10 times when I get on here and I'm playing the game, I really just want to play whatever it is that you want to see. So if you have a class or specialization that you're interested in seeing gameplay for, because maybe you want to play it, or you just, you know, want to see me playing that, or, you know, you want some tips and advice or tricks or something with it, then you can just let me know in the chat. Say, hey man, can you play X, or can you do this, or can you do that? And chances are I will. Like, if I'm in the middle of something, I'm going to finish up, but, you know, I'll switch gears. So that's my streaming style is kind of like that. I'm going to have something to talk about, but I'm really just here to hang out and talk to you guys and just kind of show off whatever it is that you want to see. And I always start off with some kind of, like, WoW task that I have in mind, which for me right now is just grind that Voldenai rep. Go do some turtle stuff here. I will be so happy. I'll be so happy to get out of Battle for Azeroth World Quests. So happy. Alright. So that's the plate wearers. If we go down to the mail wearers, Hunter, I mostly, like, my main spec is survival when I play Hunter. I actually really like survival. I like survival from Legion more than I like survival from BFA. And sometimes I go to Beastmaster because it's kind of like roll your face on the keyboard easy and you don't have to think about it at all. So if I just want to get stuff done and not challenge myself at all, then I'll do Beastmaster. And I don't play a lot of Marksman. So I'm going to try to play some Marksman on Hunter. Shaman, I'm going to do Resto Shaman. I've played quite a bit of all the Shaman specs, but I haven't been doing a lot of healing lately. So I decided for Shaman, I'm just going to do Resto. And that is the... Oh yeah, I forgot you got to hit the seagulls here as well. So that covers the male classes. If we get into the leather classes, for Demon Hunter, I mean, there's only 2 specs, and I play both of them a lot, so I'm just going to do whatever I want for Demon Hunter. For Rogue, I actually rotate through most of the Rogue specs pretty often, but I've been playing a ton of Outlaw lately. Basically, I've been playing a ton of Outlaw since Legion? WoD? I don't know, for a long while. Dang you, Albatross, put my turtle down. For Monk, I'm going to be playing Mistweaver Monk, get some heals. I do a lot of Mistweaver. I do a lot of the Brewmaster as well, so... I actually played a lot of Mistweaver during Pandaria and WoD, and then less of it during Legion. So I'm going to get back and play some more Mistweaver. And then for Druid, honestly, I don't know. I'm such a... I've always loved Druid. And I feel like even in Legion, a good portion of Druid was kind of like not my favorite in terms of gameplay design. And that definitely did not get any better in Battle for Azeroth. So normally in the 0.3 patch, Druid becomes like one of my main characters. Like I usually have 4 characters that I just play hard in the 0.3 patches, and Druid is almost always one of them. And lately I've been doing a lot of Feral. A lot of Feral Druid. But I honestly think this might be the first expansion in a long time that I just don't want to do anything with Druid other than get the minimum gear score that I want to go into Shadowlands with. So we'll see, but every time I think about it, I'm just like not excited. I think about Guardian and I'm like, I think about Feral and I'm like, well, I just played a bunch of Feral in Legion, and so that's not really exciting. I think about Balanced Druid and I'm just like, not after what they did to it. I'm so upset about the state of Balanced Druid. If anything, I might do Restoration Druid just because I haven't played Restoration Druid a lot in the past few years, because I kind of mained Resto Druid during a portion of Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. I know that's a long time ago, but you know, I still play them in dungeons and stuff now. So that's the leather wearers. And then for cloth, mage, I don't play a lot of frost, so I'm going to try playing some frost. For mage, I play mostly fire, sometimes arcane. So I'm going to be doing frost on mage. Warlock, I kind of play a little of everything on Warlock. Warlock is one of my least played classes. It's probably the 2nd or 3rd least played class that I have. But even though it's kind of one of the least played classes for me, I still play all the specs fairly evenly. I think I do a little less demonology in this expansion, just because it's kind of weird now. You just kind of like throw dogs at your enemies until they die, which is weird. So for that, it would probably just be a mix of whatever for Warlock. And then Priest. Priest is kind of the same. I don't play Priest a lot. And I think Holy is the only one I haven't really played a ton. So we'll see. I'm like, overall, the cloth wearers are definitely my least played classes. I am really bad at finding these world quests. It would probably help if I read what they were. Yeah, gut. Right. He is probably going to be up on this cliff. So what about you? What are you going to do for the rest of the expansion? Do you have a main character that you're going to be playing hardcore through 8.3 into Shadowlands? Are you the kind of person like my wife? That's what she does. She has one main character, maybe one alt, and she just plays that hardcore and gets it super geared and gets into super difficult content with it. Or do you have a couple of alts you're going to try to flesh out for the rest of the expansion? Or are you changing mains or changing specs just to kind of add some variety into what you're doing? All right. Got a couple more we could do here. I love it's like almost patch 8.3 and I'm still back in here in Vol'dunai or Vol'dun. I keep saying Vol'dunai. Vol'dun. Grinding out rep. I keep trying to go back and play Nazjatar, but it's like utterly uninteresting to me. I need to go back over to Mechagon and do some Mechagon stuff. That was a much more interesting zone for me. And that's probably what I'm going to do once I do these last two world quests here. Alright. Gotta stomp on some grubs. That seems kind of mean. Oh, I don't actually have to... Can I just whirlwind through them? Oh, nice. And I can just run through them? Can I? No. Okay, and then I need to feed these guys. No, kill these guys. That makes more sense. I'm looking forward to getting to try the visions out in 8.3. That seems like some pretty interesting content. I like the fact that you can do it solo, although I'm going to be interested to see like how easy it is to do solo. I've watched some stuff from the PTR and it looks like it's a totally viable thing to do. So 8.3 coming out on Tuesday. It's new year, new specs. Already kind of touched on that. Get over here. Oh, I'm already done with this. I'm just too eager to kill things. Kind of already touched on that. So there's some other stuff coming up for the channel. So I kind of had a a midlife crisis, I guess, with the channel for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 months at least. And I kind of was... there was a lot of it. I'm not going to get into it too much. I'm just going to tell you, like, moving forward into the future, I have kind of recommitted to making World of Warcraft content. as hopefully the last couple videos on the channel have shown. I'm trying to commit to doing at least one video per week of some type. Trying to get back to making the guides, WoW guides. The Shaman one is the first one that I've put out for a healer that's an in-depth guide. And even if you don't play Restoration Shaman, if you play any sort of healing spec, I would really appreciate it if you could check out the Restoration Shaman guide and let me know if you like it or if you don't like it, or if you have any sort of feedback for it. I would really like to know what that feedback is, because that's going to help me improve when I make other healing guides in the future. So what are we doing here? Let's get this the infused. Okay, so we're waiting on somebody to spawn. So the idea is that the next several guides that come out are going to be the healing guides. I'm going to knock out all the healing class guides and then roll into the DPS guides. Wow. What the? Why are there so many people here? Are we just all trying to grind our neck pieces? Mine is awful. Mine's level 38. I think the things that I was looking at said like, oh yeah, you just need your neck to be like level 75, and I'm like, 75? I'm not even close to that. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see if we can get back over to Mechagon. Do some Mechagon stuff. I'm super high on Mechagon, but that's got to be a little more interesting than being in this zone we've been in for over a year. Plenty of stuff to sell here. So healing guides are going to be coming. My wife is actually going to be helping me with some of the priest guides. She mains a priest. Actually, you know, I think it's faster for me to hearth and take the portal than to fly all the way back. So that's what we're going to do. So the Resto Shaman guide is out. Mistweaver is going to be coming. Paladin is going to be coming. Those are probably the two that'll be up next, just because those are the ones that are the most exciting to me. Maybe Druid after that. Priest will be coming, but it'll be low on the totem pole. All right, so let's pop back out here. It would be great. I saw this as one of the biggest complaints about Battle for Azeroth, like things that needed to change, and one of them was just like, don't do a city like Zuldazar again. And I am so on board with that, man. I don't know how many times I've been streaming and I've been trying to do something and I realized exactly what I'm thinking of now, which is like, okay, I have to go to the Flight Master to get to the place that I want to get to do something in this city. Like, and now I just have to sit here on this freaking pterodactyl and hope that I can entertain people. It's like, oh, come on. I should not have to take a flight path to get to where I want to go in a city. Now, if I enjoyed playing a singular character and just really going hard on that one character and patch the 0.1 and 0.2 patches that kind of push that agenda were things that really appealed to me, then I could just hop on my own flying mount and go down to where I wanted to go. But I'm not that type of player, so everything about the Pathfinder achievement is just not not at all in tune with the kind of stuff I want to do. I haven't gotten the pathfinding achievement for anything. Not a single one. I don't have the one for Draenor. I don't have the one for Legion. I don't have this one. Alright, let's go to Mechagon. So yeah, pathfinding, not my thing. Mechagon. All right. Man, let's do some Mechagon stuff. How many quests am I at right now? The Asharan Medallion. Sure. Alright. Alright, Gazlo's Assistance. Get some Star Moss. Oh yeah, I have that already. Cool. Expulsum. I was reading that we're going to need that in the future. Okay. I really do like... I like Mechagon. I just hate how vertical Nazjatar is. It drives me crazy that it has a giant crater in the middle of it. Alright, let's see. What do we have? I kind of wish Mechagon was part of the like patch, the 0.3 patch content. What do we got? What do we got? I'm gonna make this my home instead of Nazjatar. I just don't do anything on Nazjatar at all. I'm not gonna be anywhere close to getting a Mechanome unlocked. Okay. Never mind. I guess you're not a vendor, but you're a vendor. There we go. Alright, it looks like I have something I could turn in over here. Or no, that's a world quest I can do. By killing 3 rare enemies. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we got some quests over this way. Madame Goya. Deliver 5 disintegrating sand sculptures. Okay. $100 rare metals. And we've got another quest over here. Go grab that one. I don't want to go through that portal. Alright. Junk Brat and Road Trog. I wonder what those could be references to. Alright, then I have a quest over here. Like, like, look at this, y'all. I don't even have these parts of the map uncovered. That's hilarious. I did not get far into Mechagon. Alright, let's see if we can make our way. Is this where all the Trogs were at? I think it is. Now we'll just go this way. See if we can get over to where this actual quest is. Get a repair done. Alright. I think I was trying to do all these like repeatable quests over here. Or in the middle, rather, the repeatable quests. That's why I never made it all the way out here to get this quest. Some super chill, friendly music. Alright, what do we got over here? Fishing for something bigger. There's a huge fish. Okay. Gotta find her equipment in the water. Well, luckily, I am undead. So the water is no problem for me because I don't breathe. Alright. Let's go figure out where this equipment is at. I would like some water walking. Water walking would be really nice. Oh, I've got a question for everybody watching. If you've been paying attention to Shadowlands, do you know which, oh, what are they called? You know, faction. What are they calling the factions in Shadowlands? I gotta look that up now. If there's sound from this, I apologize. What are they called? Covenants. Yeah, covenants. That's what they are. Which covenant is your favorite? Like, which one is going to be the covenant for your main character? I want to know. Alright. Can you help fish up some of these items for me? Do I literally have to fish to get these up? I'm gonna laugh if I do. Let's see. Yep, I do have to fish a couple of them. And I don't have a fishing rod. Okay. Never mind, quest. Never mind. We're gonna go back to our flight point. I'm not fishing. Oh, man. You have got to be kidding me. You guys, I apologize. My chat was like... My chat was not updating. I'm looking back and I'm seeing a whole bunch of chats, messages that weren't updating at all. Disco Geek, I don't even know if you're still watching. This is probably from a little while ago. Spent last week in AV leveling up my mage to 120 and realized I have no clue how to mage. If you have no clue how to mage, you can check out the mage specialization introduction guides that I have available. And this is... Thanks. Thanks, YouTube. I'm sitting here like talking to myself, and there are people talking to me. You check out my specialization introduction guides. That'll at least get you going on the main DPS rotation to get out there and kill stuff. It's going to be a while before I get around to the guides for the mage itself, just because it has no... do I have to catch him? Just because it has no healing specializations, and that's what I'm doing first. So, all right, let's go do one gnome's trash. Collect rare metals. I apologize if I'm totally clueless doing this stuff. All right, so there's something over here. Okay. Oh, okay. I just walk around and get the sparklies. That's easy enough. Alright, so let me catch up on these chat messages. And I'm... Sorry about that. Let's see. Million Prawn. Will the nerfs to with the nerfs to BM, how do you think they'll be? You know, I honestly think that nerfs don't matter all that much unless you're playing super high difficulty content. Like, honestly, like, you can keep playing whatever you want to play. Whatever you like to play. Like, no class is ever so bad that you can't play it in normal, heroic, and low mythic content. If you're playing high mythic content or, you know, that kind of stuff, then sure, you have to take that kind of stuff into consideration. But I don't play that content anymore, so I can usually always play whatever class I want to play, although sometimes, admittedly, sometimes, especially for some of the damage classes, they do feel like they, you know, underperform pretty significantly at times compared to other damage classes. And that sucks primarily when you're leveling. But otherwise, it's okay. Let's see. Okay, so those are the crates. And, okay, cool, cool. I love this music. Let's see. 13 Dragon 13 says, I am so excited for more guides. I've made a Shadow Priest since Vanilla went live. Your tanking guides were amazing, like professional level quality, and now have 4 mythic tier tanks. Heck yes, that is awesome. Which one's missing? You gotta tell me which one's missing. Oh, you know what? I have the Azurite ability, and I don't have it hotkeyed. I'm gonna hotkey it real quick. Let me go into my custom rings, and I think I throw that one on my offense. Do I have room? Not really. But that's where it goes. I mean, it goes on the offense one. I could put it in as part of my core rotation on this guy. Or I could take out Taunt. Yeah, I'll just take out Taunt. Let's see. This one's the Arms Fury one. Yeah, we'll delete Taunt, and we'll add in abilities, Concentrated Flame. I'm still using the one that you just get. We'll swap these around. Easy peasy. There it is. Alright. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I try to do my best with these guides and try to be helpful. And kind of the start of this year is where I first started thinking to myself, like, maybe this can become something more than just a YouTube channel. Like, long term, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to make more guides. I really hope that they tweak things for Shadowlands so that classes are more interesting, just from a gameplay perspective. They're all, like, when you really dig in and you start getting to the core of each of the classes, they're all really similar. They all have kind of just similar mechanics. You know, there's, you know, you've got your movement skill, you've got your interrupts, you've got your builder, your spender. Like, I don't know. They're just, it's all fairly familiar from one class to the other. What do you want, Scrap Pup? I didn't want to kill you. You didn't have to come over here. A horrible gamer learned tanking because of me. Is that a good thing? If you're a horrible gamer, I don't know. Are you no longer a horrible gamer? Okay. Do I just run around in here and just, like, constantly hit this? Like, that seems to be more of the thing. Like, I'm trying to head over where the sparklies are, but it seems like just hitting this button randomly does the trick a little better. Hey, those are my rocks. Same here, especially the way the instance runs at the end tie everything together. Yeah, we're gonna have to see about the entrance, the dungeon runs. I am trying to build up my Patreon so that I can do more stuff here on the channel. Not because I'm a greedy bastard who wants all your money, but having more money means I have to spend less time doing things that involve making money, which gives me more time to make content on the channel. And that's really where I want to head. Like, I know it's not something that's going to happen in 6 months, might not happen in a year, but ultimately I'd like to be able to spend a good portion of my time just making content and making guides. And I'm not going to be able to do that unless I find ways to incentivize people to support the channel monetarily. And I tried to think of, like, what additional value could I provide that people might want outside of my guides without, you know, taking everything and trying to put it behind a paywall, because that's not what I want to do. I want to be helpful to people. And when it comes to my guides, I mean, the most watched portions of my guides are actually the spell overviews and the core rotations. So I was like, you know what? That's what people watch all the time. Like, most of the people watch that stuff. And that's the core stuff. That's what makes my guide a guide. And so I didn't want to put any of that stuff behind a paywall or anything like that. Same thing with the talent build, because that's kind of, you know, part of the core rotation aspect. I'm almost done. This is weirdly kind of a fun quest, even though I'm just aimlessly running around. Okay, so the next thing I gotta do is click on these guys and shoot them down. And then try to catch a bunch of spiders. What? No, I don't want to catch spiders. So anyway, with the Patreon thing, like, I figured the dungeon runs were kind of like an added thing that I could do, hopefully to get, you know, as like bonus content for patrons. Along with other stuff, additional talent builds, my weak auras setups, just kind of like all the supplemental stuff that takes a good amount of extra time and kind of slows me down from being able to just get to the next guide. You know, maybe I could take that stuff and use that to kind of help try and grow the channel. So we'll see. I know a lot of people do like the dungeon runs, but I mean, if I don't know, I feel like if I don't come up with something, no one's ever gonna support the channel. So, did I catch him? No, he died. Dang it. I tried, Gnome. I tried. I couldn't tell where you were going. I don't know. If everybody hates it, then I'll just give up. What spider? I made it over here in time and it's spiders again. What the heck? No. Yeah, and that's the sad reality about, you know, trying to do anything with a YouTube channel is like you don't make a lot of money off of ad revenue. Like, to put it into perspective, my channel's been active for over a year. I've got some videos that are over 30,000 views. I think I have one that's about to hit like 50,000 views. And in terms of ad revenue, my channel has probably made $700 total for the entire year, more than a year, that it's been active. Don't be spiders. Jump! Oh, you gotta... Really? Ugh. I can't catch a single one of these freaking gnomes. So yeah, you just, like, through ad revenue, you just don't make... You don't make enough to be able to even do YouTube, like, part-time. And that's something I'd eventually like to be able to do, so... Just kind of have to do whatever I think will get me there. Come on. I really am not very good at this. Okay, okay. Come on. Shoot the thing. Don't be spiders. I caught one. I finally caught one. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Trying to level a Brewmaster from scratch for 8.3, finding them very squishy versus my prop pally and hard to grab aggro, not seeing why they're so hyped. They're hyped because of Stagger. Like, Stagger is such a good mechanic in general. But the thing with Brewmasters is, like, you can't play Stagger if you're not taking a lot of damage. And so that's one of the problems I run into in open world content, is like, you just don't do anything with Stagger. And if you look at my guide, the Specialization Introduction Guide for the Brewmaster Monk, you'll see kind of how I use it out in the open world and all that, at least. Not the tanking aspect. I have the tanking guide for that, if you want to check it out. But at least out in the open world, like killing stuff, man, they're so beastly. You have like really good AoE damage with your Keg Smash and then your Breath of Fire. Like, there's just good stuff going on there. I think I need to move along to the next quest and just kind of do this box one as I go. I'm kind of running out of stuff to shoot down over there. Hey, let's get in here. Let's hit him. Let's get credit for this stuff. Execute. All right. What do we have to do right here? Find the charging station. Okay, let's go over there. Alright. So we'll give her some spare parts. I don't even know how many spare parts I have. Oh, that's right. Spare parts go in your bag, don't they? Okay, I got a few. Let's go ahead and turn these in. Spare parts. Hold your empty energy cell. Okay. So now we're going to charge our energy cell. Sweet. Okay. Any more boxes in this guy? Let's see. Kyrian strictly because the aesthetic will look cool with my Space Goat Priest. Let's see. Kyrian is the fancy one in Bastion, right? Yes. Yes. That is a really cool one. I like the aesthetic of that one. I think... actually, I won't tell mine until I make sure no one else answered. Yeah, so if you're still in chat, let me know if you've been looking into it, what's your favorite Covenant for Shadowlands? What do you think is the coolest and why? I'll tell you what mine is. You can also try to guess what mine is. Alright, so I got rare enemies. Rare enemies, I think they just pop up randomly, and I just kind of gotta be in the right place. Let's see, can I hit this one? Get it? Okay, where's it gonna come? Oh, was I too far or something? What, did I look the wrong way? Oh, so frustrating. Okay, there's one right here. Let's get that one. Oh, it's spiders. Again! Why is it always spiders? Here's one. More spiders. What the heck? Don't be spiders. Oh, it's more spiders. What the? Why? Oh, man, I might die here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... Come on, don't die, don't die. Punch something, punch something, punch something. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Thought I was gonna die. Health got really low. I'm so used to playing on a Prot Warrior. Keep worrying I'm gonna end up, like, super squishy. Come on. Oh. Why? Let's see. Monk is missing. Got my Druid, Warrior, DK, and Paladin, which is my preferred. Demon Hunter is 118 and not feeling it. Monk is waiting on a Mechagnome. A Mechagnome Monk. I'm probably going to make a Mechagnome Priest. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I probably just won't even unlock Mechagnome. They look pretty cool, but not that cool to me. Come on. Catch him. Woohoo. I got him. Alright, what about this one? Where we gotta go? Where do I gotta go? Oh, come on. Come on. There's one. Ugh, it's an enemy. Demon Hunter is fun, man. What are you talking about? Demon Hunter is my second favorite tank right now. After Prot Warrior. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them right here. Oh, dang. Come on, give me a gnome. Give me a gnome. Come on, I made it here on time and everything. Yes. Yes. Alright. What about this one? Oh, no. No, I'm not. I'm just right over there. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of that mess. I'm a pleb gamer, but I wallow in being a pleb. It's where I belong. You know what? I feel that. I really do. I feel that. I definitely am not the, like, hardcore, super hardcore player that I used to be. And I think that's fine. Ugh, there's another enemy. What about this one? Ah, didn't even shoot it down. That's jacked up. I will shoot you down. Let's go. I don't even know. It didn't even look like anything came out of there. Oh, let's see. There's one right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I still gotta catch 2 more. Wow, this quest is obnoxious. David! Hey, man. Holy crap. It has been a while. At least it feels like it's been a while. Nice to see you back in the stream. Everything going pretty well? Is this a gnome? Please be a gnome. Yes. One more. One more. There's one right here. Oh, someone else shot it. Oh, it's spiders. There's another one right there. Can I hit this one? Oh, come on. Get the spiders. No. Get away from me, spiders. Oh, whatever. I'll kill him. What? What do you want, Spooky? I'm very behind because it wasn't updating on my other window. It was showing nothing. So I'm over here now, where hopefully there's some chat going. Is that accurate?
Yeah, no, that is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, stupid, silly YouTube. Alright, let's see. Hi, can you tell us what is the quest add-on panel is? Yeah, it's called Kaliel's Tracker. Go, 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 go! Get him, get him, get him! Oh, come on. I almost had him. Yeah, I'll put it in chat. Kaliel's Tracker. There you go. Yeah, Kaliel's Tracker is super awesome. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be really sad whenever it stops being supported. No. This one right here. Hey, stop looking at my undead guy's underwear. I see you over there. Please don't be spiders. No, it's a robot. Come on. What? How? No, I'm not getting over there in time. Are you kidding me? It's probably a gnome, too. What? What? Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, that is not cool. That is not cool. Friggin' spiders. It's one gnome. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that. Kaliel's Tracker, I believe he released a video that goes over his whole UI last week, I think. Yes, yes I did. Good looking out there, dragon. Cheers, mate. I'm leveling tanking dungeon. Feels like I'm made of paper. Really? I wonder why. I think I have a dungeon run included. Yeah, I do have a dungeon run included in the monk video. You definitely shouldn't feel like paper. It could be as simple as your gear. If you're like leveling really fast and your gear's not keeping up, that can make you feel like paper on any tank, but especially on a monk. No, catch him. Yeah, finally! The 6th gnome has been caught. Rejoice. Oh, man. Ridiculous. That took forever. Okay. Let's go turn these in. See if we get more. Yeah, this zone is so much more fun than Nazjatar. I think if I would have just tried, like, I was trying to do Nazjatar because I wanted the Benthic gear, and it was like, yep, that's where you gotta go to get the Benthic gear. But man, I think Nazjatar just killed these patches for me, man. Patch 8.2, I should have just gone to Mechagon, which I did go to Mechagon, but I should have gone to Mechagon and stayed in Mechagon. I think I would have had a lot more fun. Alright. Wow, 2 gold. How generous. Why is Blizzard so afraid of us making gold? I don't understand. There's gold to be made. Is there? Really? 2 gold? Is it 2 gold? Are we making 2 gold? Oh, that guy actually gave me some decent gold. 46 gold. Look at that. That's enough for a piece of bubble gum. Alright. We got a... Oh, that's a Blingtron. What does this guy have? Hey, I finally caught you live. Hey, awesome. Kyrian also get a mobility enhancement, which Shadow Priests lack. Yes, they do. And Death Knights could use a mobility one as well. That's a good consideration. Alright, I got something over here. Anodized Sentry Fish. Oh, that's the other quest item I got. What kind of video are you making next? So the next video is probably going to be a, hey, here's what you should do in 8.2 video. 8.3, not 8.2. That would be a little behind the times, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to use this on a Snapdragon Terramon. Is that what I'm doing here? I don't know if that's what I'm doing here or not. What am I doing over here? I need to get rid of some of these other quests I have so I don't get confused. I'm going to do that real quick. Let's get rid of all these. I don't want to untrack. I just want to straight up abandon these. I'm not going back to Nazjatar unless I have to. Goodbye, Nazjatar. What do I have for Zuldazar? Nope, don't care. Goodbye. Crucible of Storms. Probably not, but that can stay. Okay, cool. I also don't need to take the head of a Nixia. I hate that it puts it every time you kill a Nixia, it puts that stupid head in your bag, gives you that stupid quest every single time. It's like, you know what? I'm just trying to get the Drake. Just trying to farm the mount. Alright, so what am I doing here? Anodized Sentry Fish. Oh! Okay, this is one of the things I can fish for, but I don't think I have a fishing pole. At all. Hey, get out of here, me. Don't trip. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm about level 70-ish, and I know more talents come, but right now it's really embarrassing. Level 70, huh? Let me check. I'm going to look at the talents real quick, because it may just be that there's like a pretty critical talent that you need. Steel shell casing. Okay, we'll go do that one. I'm going to skip this whole fishing thing. I don't have a fishing rod. Let's see. I am checking out real quick. I'll bear with me. I want to look into this, the Brewmaster stuff real quick. Let's see. So at 75, you're going to get Bob and Weave and Healing Elixir, which is probably going to help. At 90, you're going to get Rushing Jade Wind, which is really going to help you keep aggro on things and do AoE. Pick up AoE threat as well. And then at 100, you'll pick up probably High Tolerance or Blackout combo. Actually, even Guard. Any of those are like really defensive as well. So you are going to be helped out. You also might be missing a skill or two at level 70. So hopefully things are going to improve for you. Are you on a US server? Alright, so I gotta get this from this thing. Do I have Battle Shout? Probably not. Alright, let's see. If you're just blowing through dungeons, you aren't gonna get geared. Yep. Crazy how the difficulty ramps with each level. Guys, arms is kind of boring. I'm probably doing something wrong, or there's probably a talent that I could change to make this more interesting, but I literally just went with what I had already set up. And yeah, it's it's not that exciting. Oh man. I feel like I'm having like some rage generation problems here, so I'm either missing like a step in what I'm doing just because I just hopped on here and didn't refresh anything. I just was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll do it. Or my gear. Oh, my gear is like Prot Warrior gear as well, so the stats, the secondary stats at least, aren't like aligned properly for like they're not properly optimized for Arms Warrior, so that could be part of the problem. Let's see. When I leveled my Druid, I had heals while my friend leveled Warrior. For the portion where we had to level separate, I found that you definitely have to adapt to different tanking styles as a healer. You definitely do. And most of the time, the style you have to adapt for is the style that just wants to run through everything and not stop or pay attention to anything. Okay, this war mode thing is not going to happen because I'm not turning on war mode because I don't feel like it. Alright, disintegrating sand sculptures. During your travels in Nazjatar. Yeah, not going to happen either. So I have create a construction project. So do you guys know, is there anything else that I can do on Mechagon? Or am I basically, at this point, I'm just trying to go around and grind out spare parts and find stuff and kill rares? I used to know, like when the patch first came out, but I have entirely forgotten. Also, is this a rare? Or just an elite? I don't know. Am I out of stuff to do on Mechagon? Like stuff with direction? I guess I should go get a fishing pole. Let's see. Your guides are some of the best and easiest to follow. Probably the best on YouTube in my opinion. Keep it up, brother. I will. Thank you. I appreciate that. Quite a bit. I know I'm a little late getting around to these responses. I'm just going to catch up now. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Yeah, that's been stuck in my head as a bunch. If your healers were used to healing warriors and paladins and didn't change their style for your monk, that can be a big contributor. Oh, I get what you're saying. Different styles, like different types of damage reduction. Yeah, that can make a big difference. Paladins and warriors do a lot of mitigation through like block and armor, but then if you switch over and you're healing like a druid or a monk, you get a lot of dodge thrown in there. Even demon hunter sometimes. And that's a different, yeah, it's a different type of healing. Okay, so we got all this stuff. Unlock some more stuff. Nope. No luck. Not unlocking anything. Let's see. How do you feel about the upcoming Brewmaster monk? You know, Brewmaster nerf. What is the upcoming Brewmaster nerf? Like, I haven't seen this. Let me be honest with you, okay? I haven't been crazy about the gameplay in Battle for Azeroth, so I'm under the assumption that they can't do anything to change the classes to make them all that exciting to me. So for the most part, at this point, at least for the past several months with the holidays and everything else, I just haven't been paying attention to what's going on with the classes, because every time they have tweaked something, it's never been something that made me go, oh, now I want to play this class. So yeah, what is the Brewmaster nerf? I could dig it up, or maybe if Aggie is still around, she can find it and send it to me. Getting caught up on chat now. Yeah, it wasn't updating. Thought you all hated him for a bit. I didn't think you all hated for me. I just thought I had a lot of silent viewers. That's happened before plenty of times. All right. Creates a powerful ring or trinket for your specialization. A trinket? Or a ring would be really nice. Galvanic oscillator. I need energy cells for that. Or the Mecho Cat. Oh, you gotta have a bunch of these spare crates. I know you make the spare crates are just combinations of spare parts, right? Yeah, I've got one here. 250 spare parts arranged really efficiently. Sure. B-Spot Power Pack. I don't need one of those. What I do need is I have the Mechagon trinket. I need something to put in it though. Okay, let's see. BRM. Brewmaster demolished in 8.3. Let's see. Stamina bonus reduced to 30% from 35. Stagger percentage reduced to 90% of agility from 105. High tolerance now increases the effectiveness of stagger by 5%, which was 8%. Brewmaster's extremely high effective health against physical damage meant that they are rarely in danger against spike damage that threatens other tanks. This should still be a strength of the Brewmaster, but not by such a wide margin. And fixed a bug causing Gift of the Ox orbs to spawn too often for players with high amounts of stamina. Pretty much a dead spec for tanking if this go live. No longer viable in Mythic Plus or high-end content. I mean, it'll still be viable in low levels of Mythic Plus. It all depends on where you're at, I guess. Yeah, I see a comment here. This guy says you're not taking into account the power curve that comes with the new tier currently and access to other minor essence slot. On top of that, currently as it stands, I don't even need a healer most pulls. Yeah, I mean, traditionally when Blizzard nerfs something, it's just because it's too good. Not because it's okay and they're going to make it bad. They do sometimes like nerf really hard though, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, because that comment is correct. You got to look at the nerfs, but then you got to look at the spike in power level that's going to come from all the new stuff, like the new item levels and everything else. So I think if they just like straight up nerfed the way it is and nothing changed, then yeah, it would probably hurt, you know. But we are getting a new essence slot. There's the new like the new talent tree that's coming with the mementos and everything in 8.3. So, you know, it might just be the case that with all that stuff there, they're just on par with everyone else. Yep, Muradin? Muradin? What? I'm too far behind to know what that was in reference to. Oh, man. Let's see. Hated? No way! Definitely my favorite content creator. The level of care that goes into the videos is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully they're just going to get better and better. So over the New Year's, I did a couple things to improve the channel. I got a couple of... I need to do something here. I don't want to go back to Nazjatar. I don't want to do it. But I'm also really not up to speed on what to do in Mechagon. So at this point, I'm either going to just... I think I'm going to change. I think I'm going to switch classes. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Change it up. Do you have a class you want to see? Now is your chance. While I'm getting back up here to a rested zone and getting logged out, that's your chance to chime in with a class that you want to see. Anything except for Priest, because my Priest is not max level. And what I'm probably going to do on whatever class it is I'm going to get it to Mechagon or Nazjatar, at least. I know there's arrested. You know what? We're just gonna go to Dalaran. We're gonna go back in time to an expansion where the gameplay was a little more interesting. Time for bed. Thanks for the stream. All right, 13 Dragon. Thanks. Oh, U.S. server, Muradin. Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, let's log out here. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds in case you do want to see any of the classes except for Priest. I mean, I could level Priest, but that's going to be really... I feel like that's going to be really boring to watch. Oh, you know what? I also don't have... I don't have my stuff set up on my other classes either. That's fine, though. It doesn't take me that long to set them up. Let's see... Mechagon is my least favorite zone in the game, I think. I hate it so much. Man. Why? Is it just because of the stuff that you have to do on Mechagon? Do you prefer the, like, storyline content stuff for, Nazjatar? Could do some Monk, since we were talking about Monk a little bit. Death Knight. Okay. We'll do Death Knight. I wanted to do Undead, or Unholy Death Knight anyway. Plus, it's a sweet new Worgen model that's totally hidden under clothes. Alright, you have to bear with me for a second while I set up my my Opie keybinds. So yeah, I was trying to talk about what I did for the channel. I got subscriptions to a couple of things. One to help me with my thumbnails. One to just help me with my YouTube search engine optimization. I got a new video editing program, which is where if you've looked at the last two videos, I have the... I don't know how good it is, but I have the little intro, the little like Voldoon music intro that says Setsuko Gaming. Like, that's something fancy that I did there. And I also, let's see. Oh, DK Core. I'm gonna set this up real quick. I also got an SSD. So I got a new SSD solid state hard drive. I have one for my main operating system, but I got one to put games on as well. And I installed WoW on it, and when I did, I had to go back and I had to recreate... I had to set up all my add-ons again, which is kind of where... it's kind of where that video for my add-on came from. I was like, well, I gotta set the whole thing up anyway. I might as well make a video about it now that it's all fresh in my mind. Alright, I should have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Core, defense, offense, utility, CC. Oh, miscellaneous is my other one here. Alright. I like the world quest in this story. Man, I just can't figure Nazjatar out. I just can't do it. Do I just go Frost? Do I just go Frost for a little while? Do you guys have a preference? Frost, Blood, Unholy? Any of those? Either way I go, I gotta set up the keybinds real quick for it, so... I can do any of them right now. WoW's 15th anniversary. Whoa. No way. Oh, my bag. I'm not really worried about setting up all the add-ons. Yeah, it's over already. I know it's already over. I am going to put my Kaliels. I think it's just KT. No. Oh, right. I need to be able to click the, I need to be able to click the thing over there to move it. Let's see. Nashatar is a lot better with flying. Yeah, you know, I bet it would be a heck. It would 100%. It would be a lot better with flying. I don't know if they set it up that way intentionally, but yeah, it definitely would be a lot better. Okay, we're gonna copy from Top Chef. That should be it.
Work complete.
Nope, that was not it. Come on, Calio. Do what I want you to do. Some of these profiles just don't work very well. Depends on the add-on.
Work complete.
There we go. Yeah, sure. Alright, so I want to take... Am I even able to get... Nah, we're just going to set it up and play some. Alright, so I've got Frost going right now, and for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and set up Frost real quick. Oh, I didn't save my rings. Okay. Defense. We need offense. We need... If I misspell something, don't worry about it. Miscellaneous. We need our DK utility. And we need a DK CC. Alright, then we're going to jump in here. And our crowd control abilities. We've got Chains of Ice. We got Control Undead, which I don't really care about too much. Death Grip I put on utility. What else do we have? Okay. The easiest way to do this stuff is go through your spell book and just go Anti-Magic Shell. We got Chains of Ice, Control Undead, Corpse Exploder we don't need. I don't need Dark Command. Deathgate is going to go in utility. Death Grip is going to go in... Actually, Deathgate goes in miscellaneous, which I don't need right now either. And core rotation, we're gonna do Death Strike. We got Death Advance in utility. Frost Strike goes in our core. Frost Scythe, Howling Blast. Icebound Fortitude is defense. Mind Freeze is crowd control. We've got Obliterate, that's part of our core rotation. Path of Frost is a utility ability. Well, actually, I put that in miscellaneous because you don't ever use that in combat, really. Pillar of Frost, that's offense. So is Remorseless Winter, Raise Ally, I don't care about. And that pretty much covers everything, except I like to throw Dark Flight into my utility on a Worgen, because it's another way to boost your speed. Then all we do is go through here and pick the ones that we want. So we're going to quick action that, and we got to set up our key. Utility goes on R. Offense goes on E, and we're going to do, I think... I don't remember which one has the shorter cooldown. Okay, yeah, it's Remorseless Winter. So we're going to do that as our quick action. Oh, we also want to throw our freaking... Oh, we don't have it. Okay, cool. And then miscellaneous, we got to add in our favorite mount. Favorite mount goes here. Defense. We're going to do Icebound Fortitude as our quick action. Hotkey is Q. Our crowd control abilities, we do Mind Freeze as our quick action. Hotkey is F. And then core rotation, the main thing we're going to be hitting all the time is Obliterate. Let's go ahead and bind this to W. So it's Obliterate, and then up here we want Howling Blast. And then down here we want Death Strike, Frost Strike, and Frost Scythe. That is good enough for me. Alright. Kind of want to bake something, but I don't know what. Yeah, I was hoping people from your class would bring cookies or something. Not gonna lie. I was hoping they would. Alright. So I got a lot of stuff going on here. I want Nazjatar. This is what I want to do. Come to Borealis Harbor and meet upon the wind's redemption at all haste. With all haste. Oh, I didn't bind, I did not bind my mount. That was the one I missed. So this should be T. And there we go. Cool. So I put out my UI video, and like I've seen a pretty common misconception is that you have to like click twice for Opie to work. That is not how this works at all. What do you want, Matthias Shaw? What do you have? I don't want your repeatable quest. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to get rid of these other quests here. Storm Song Valley full of tentacles and monsters. So I kind of wrote a song about the different zones in Battle for Azeroth. And I was going to put it on YouTube, and I just haven't. And now you'll never know. You'll never hear it. But what I just said was part of it. Okay. So I need to go talk to Cyrus. What's up, guy? Let's go. Let's not watch this cutscene. Okay, so 13 Dragon is already gone. So unfortunately, he didn't get to hear live what my favorite Covenant was for Shadowlands, but my favorite is Revendreth, the one that's all vampire-y. Yep. We're good. I am gonna need to fix Cursor Trail. Yeah, cut that scale down. I don't remember what I had this on. Like 75% or something? 25%? Yeah, 25%. That's good enough. I was tired of it being so big. To Nazjatar! It's almost time for patch 8.3, and here I am, patch 8.2. Goodbye, cruel world. Yeah, so I really like Revendreth. It's got a Vampire Hunter D, Dracula, Castlevania type vibe going on. I think it's pretty sweet. That's purely based on aesthetic, not based on any of the actual like abilities and stuff that you get. Like that might change my mind, and I might want to do something else in that case. But yeah, am I not? I'm actually okay. I am Frost. Good. I was about to say, like, what the heck? Oh man. Alright, that way those will go away. I don't care about the guild and community finder. Alright, what do you want, Chandris? Let's go ahead and unlock this. Put it over there. We get to pick a thing. Okay. Yep, I'm dumb. And I did not set a hotkey for my core. Quick action. That's what I need. And it doesn't want to. There we go. Oh, yeah, duh. I think I have these in the wrong... No, it's being dumb. My hotkeys are being dumb. Also, what the heck? Okay, there are like extra add-ons loaded too. We need to Death Strike here and get some of our health back. Okay, what's going on here? In my core rotation, do I have a conflict on my quick actions or something? No, I don't. Allows quick action. W. It should work, but it didn't. We'll figure it out. Do I have any food in this big bag that it won't let me move? Let's see. What is... Bod bag is activated. Yep. Okay, we're good. Man. Just get all sorts of bugs with the add-ons here.
Work complete.
There we go. There we go. Alright, so we don't need to fight this guy. We need to go down here and fight this guy. There we go. Yeah, there's just kind of like UI funk going on. Woo-hoo-hoo! I am too squishy to be out here. I need to Death Strike my way to being alive again. Oh man. My character is undergeared. Okay, that's fun. What's my item level? 314? That's not high enough to be out here? Oh man, that's pretty rough. I wonder, 314 out of what? Yeah, okay, so just 314. Come here. Okay, so I basically need to spend all of my... I need to spend all of my runic power on Death Strikes. Otherwise, I'm not going to survive. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we're going to Death Strike for free. Alright, so now my health is doing okay. Maybe I just am a little undergeared for handling multiple targets at the moment. That's what it seems like. I'm handling these single targets pretty well. Come here. Get over here. Alright. 23 gold! Oh man. Alright, I gotta destroy some leyline accumulators. These things here. Very good, very good. I like this. I like when I can follow someone around and just do the quest without having to actually fight stuff. That is always fun. Oh, where's another one? This guy's playing an arcane mage. We got a ret paladin, it looks like. Alright, let's mount up and go find this stuff. So there's one right here. Hey, come here. I'll help, guys. I'll help. Yeah, I think against single targets, I don't actually need to worry about the Death Strike there. I think I overcompensated a little bit when I didn't need to. So here, against these, if I fight two at a time here, I'll probably need them. So we're going to switch to a little bit of AoE right there. Not super necessary, but got a free... Yep, there we go. As you can see, I am much more comfortable on a Frost Death Knight than I am on an Arms Warrior. This is like all coming back to me. I'm not even using any of my super powerful stuff either. Frost Death Knight is so fun. Alright, so now I need to slay the Tide Mistress who is up there. Get over here. You can't just hit me. Alright, I probably need to do a Death Strike there. Yep. Moving on up. Okay, I don't know if I can... Well, we can try. I have to actually use some of my abilities here. Alright, so we're gonna get into our rotation here. We're gonna Frost Strike. Use all of our free stuff that pops up. We're doing okay. Alright, we're gonna need Death Strike there. Let's go ahead and pump that up. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Now that we got buddies around, she's gonna go down pretty quickly. Ooh, that was a nice chunk of health that came off there. Alright. So we can take a two-handed claymore or a one-handed Legionnaire's sword. Oh, I want to play Frost, but I told myself I would play Unholy. So, I mean, the proper thing to do is to pick up this two-handed sword. Ugh. I could use it for blood as well. Oh, that doesn't match my outfit at all. Well, I'm going to take the two-hander just because I can use it for multiple specs. That'll work, I guess. Let's see if my stupid chat is still being dumb or not here. Nope, looks good. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go over this way. Alright. That is going to be a good place to end the stream. I started a little bit earlier today, so I'm going to end a little bit early as well. I try to stream for about 2 hours every time. Now, the normal stream time is going to be Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. So if you want more World of Warcraft stuff, more streams, more hanging out, more chatting, more talking, that's the time to show up. But that said, next week, the World of Warcraft stream is going to be Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, not Wednesday, for two reasons. One, patch 8.3 comes out on Tuesday, so I'm going to be playing day of when that patch releases. Two, once again, Wizards of the Coast has been kind enough to offer me the opportunity to participate in their early access stream for the next expansion for Magic the Gathering Arena with a sponsored account and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll be doing that stream on Wednesday. So next week, there's actually going to be two streams. World of Warcraft, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. And then I'm going to have the MTG Arena stream at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. The following week, everything will go back to World of Warcraft streams Wednesday at 8 p.m. So my little joke here is that it's wow, that's what I call Warcraft on Wednesday. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you're my age, because you'll remember those WoW CDs. And that's what that makes me think of. Like, wow, it's Warcraft on Wednesdays. Or no, it's, wow, now that's what I call Warcraft on Wednesday. So it's just a lot of alliteration there. So should be having a stream basically every week here, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. World of Warcraft. There'll be some additional streams throughout. that won't be on Wednesdays, just kind of sprinkled through, occasional indie game stream, or if I have some kind of, extra promotion like the Magic the Gathering thing, that'll pop in there as well. So that's the only thing I've got as far as announcements goes. I'm trying to put out a new video every week on Mondays, so that's when you can look for new videos. And also, this month is my birthday month, so happy birthday to me. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who chatted in the stream. Sorry that, I had that weird delay and I didn't realize you were actually talking to me. I wasn't trying to be rude. It was just some kind of technical error over on this end. And I really appreciate your participation and you chatting with me in stream. And I'm looking forward to the next stream, getting to talk to you some more there. Hope you're having fun in whatever it is that you're doing. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Super delay. Psyched you out, right? You were like, oh, did the stream freeze? No, not on the last thing. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Have fun. Have a good night. Appreciate all the comments, all the support. Peace.